Good afternoon, students. So, today's topic is in a continuation to the previous video. The previous video was on the topic that is responsibilities of the nursing personnel in the clinical area. We will continue the responsibility of the nursing now in the community area and in the college of nursing or school of the nursing. So, starting from the community area nursing personnels. So those nurses who work in the community area is of a great importance in the healthcare delivery system because they are the first and the foremost person who are getting into the contact with the community and getting to know about the vulnerability about any disease condition related total number of cases of particular disease condition, what are the facilities that are being provided to the patients or the members of the community at the community level, like in PHC, CHC, community health centers are there always. So talking here, the nurses working in the community level are also a large part of a healthcare delivery system. They work at the various level and provide care to the various levels. Okay, either can be the at the PHC level, then CHC level, then it goes to the district level. So there are the nurses, those who had the ANM course, who had some had the GNM course, or might be BSc nurses nowadays. BSc nursing personals, they are like to be appointed as the nursing practitioner in a particular area after the certain course they used to go through. Then they are having the right to uh, administer right to prescribe some drugs. So these are the areas where the nurses is working in the community level. They can be broadly classified as the female health worker, the first and the foremost person जो community में जाती है, continuous rounds maintain करती है, visits करती है, then she come to know about the maternal issues, child rearing caring issues, total number of the pregnant women, total number of the lactating women, immunization schedule, providing the contraceptive pills and other kits. Means all these things are done by the ANM or the health workers. Next is the community health nurse, the nurse that is at the CHC or the PHC level, who used to maintain maximum of the records, used to make the ASHA workers or the female health worker to go to the community and provide the ASHA worker and the health worker with the required material like kit they have to deliver. So she used to maintain the record of everything. Next is the talking about the ANM. ANM is the auxiliary nursing midwives or female health worker, we can say. The role and responsibilities performed by them are register and care for the prenatal and the postnatal mothers at home. Told you ki it is their responsibility to take the visit to the village and then find out how many women are pregnant, how many women had delivered, and how many women are in their postpartum period. Next is the register and follow up all the eligible couple. Now eligible couple are up to the age of 49 after means 21 year of her age. So means those who are able to reproduce, those who are able to uh, get pregnant. So for those she has to maintain the record of all those things ki how many eligible couple are there in the village, how many children they already having, means kind of a family planning program. She is involved in that even. Provides nutritional advice and immunization to the mother and the children after the birth. It is like in every Anganwadi there is the nutritional supplement for the pregnant woman. She is lactating to the children according to the age. They will use to provide Cerelac, they used to provide the medication albendazole, like all these, and immunization is maintained in every village. There is the fixed days, Indradhanu, even in the Indradhanush or those the immunization schedule being followed in India. The particular days are fixed for the immunization. So on that days it is the work of the ANM to go to the village, do the visit and make the people aware about the particular immunization day and let the people know कि आज आपके बच्चों का immunization है, you have to come to PHC or CHC, आपको टीका लगवाना है. So that is the responsibility. Next is the even to that adolescent girls, providing the folic acids, ferric acid, all these are the roles of ANM. Next is carries out family planning services and including the distribution of the contraceptive. Okay, she has to provide the health education related to the family planning, like hum do hamara ek, this is the new slogan given by the government, making aware people about that thing. If anyone having the two girl child, the finances will be taken by the government. All these kind of schemes are told by the ANM to the family members in the village, and including the distribution of the contraceptive. It includes the Nirod, it includes Mala D and Mala N. So these are the drugs that are being provided by ANM to the village persons or the eligible couples. Provides treatment to the minor ailments. Okay, in minor ailments it's related to the children who are under 5-year age, like if they are anemia is not minor ailment. If it is like fever, diarrhea, vomiting, ear, nose, throat infection, so all these are the minor ailment, and she has the responsibility toward the treatment of all these minor ailments. Notify the communicable disease. Okay, I told you she used to continuously visit to the village area, and where she, if any, finding any kind of the communicable disease or another disease that is of importance for the treatment, so she has to report it to the higher nurse or the community health nurse in the PHC and CHC. Then there will be the continuation or activation of the referral system that goes on. Nowadays it is like COVID, so not aware about all the states, but here what happening, the ANMs are visiting to the village, and she is continuously keeping the check over the person who had came from outer side of the state, and she used to call continuously, are you fine, are you not, and then provide all the reports to the higher authorities. Next is maintains the records and register all the services provided and vital events like birth and death. Again, she has to report to the higher, not reporting means she has to do registration of the person who is getting birth, who is dying, so means kind of all the senses or kind of a survey she is conducting over the birth rate, death rate, everything she has to maintain in the record ki in this year this much of the birth has been taken place and that much of death occurred. So all she has to maintain in the records. Next is participate in the various disease control programs. So by the by the government of India, there are certain programs running nowadays for the benefits of the society, for the upliftment of their health and for the promotion of the health, like national blindness program, national vitamin A deficiency program, goiter program, iodine deficiency, same thing, or the TB control program. All these are the program, and she is the active member of these programs because she is the root person who is in the contact with the community directly. Other person are at the higher level, they are just getting know about people because of the ANMs or the female health workers in the particular area. Next is conduct survey of all the sub-center areas and maintain the records about every family. Okay, so family history kind of ki this family had the disease history of this disease condition, they having itne children's death, that much of death occur in the family in last period of a time. Coordinate the activities with the block level. Function in the field of administration, supervision, educational training personnel, health services and research. Okay, so she is involving in the research even. Now talking about the community health nurse. So community health nurse is who? has undergone a general training and basic education in the community health nursing. It can be the GNM or the BSc nurse with the registration to work as the community health nurse. Okay, when we get registered, so we used to get RN and RM, that is the registered nurse and the registered midwife number. So on that basis we can work in the community area. Until or unless we got registered in a certain council, it is either a state council or a Indian nursing council, we are not able to practice in the field or not even in the clinical area. So first and the foremost, registration is must while you are performing or participating in the nursing care of the personals or the patients. Next, we'll talk about the duties and responsibilities performed by the community health nurse. These are health education. So, nurses providing health education to the community people. It is depending either she used to go for the visit to the village, like she used to come in the coordination with the village leaders. So, village leader used to collaborate or used to make the people gather at a particular area where she used to provide education related to the current issue. Like nowadays it is COVID, it is not allowed because this social distancing is required, but like in the swine flu, she has to gather the people and she has to provide information regarding the what is disease condition, what is its treatment, what are the prevention we can take to prevent the occurrence of the disease. So that is the health education. Or she even involves the nursing students from the various institute that are coming to the villages for the community health nursing posting, and they can provide education by the use of role plays, Lukkar Natak, everything they can make, what make the community people understand about the particular issue. Next is individual practitioner. Okay, while the nurse is providing care, community health nurse is providing care to the patient, she provide individual care. Individual, like she is not consider whole family as the same as in the hospital. When nurse is providing care, she provides the individual care, like not considering the person's caste, creed and all things, and just taking it as a patient only and then treat it. Next is the decision maker. So community health nurse is the decision maker at the village level, at the panchayat level. So she used to make the decision related to certain issues. A researcher, so she is involved in the research work. Even planner, she is the controller, she is the director. Surveillance, she used to conduct the survey time to time for particular things, like if the census used to happen every 10 years. Last was in 2011 March. So she is the person who is get involved with the government of India for the census maintenance or collection of the data for the census. Next is the evaluator. She used to evaluate either the program that has been implemented in the community area, is it effective or not, is it working properly or not, is it any requirement to bring changes in the plan what she has planned for the implementation. Then direct care provider, sometimes she in the CHC PHC, that is 6-bedded hospital, I think, I'm not clear about that thing, so she has to provide care to the admitted patients even. Now nursing working in the एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट. ओके, अगर हम अब बात करें इन द कॉलेज लेवल, तो देर इज़ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल सेटअप वेयर द नर्सिंग पर्सनल्स वर्क. So at the topmost level in the organizational structure, there is principal. Principal is followed by the vice principal, then the professor, then the associate professor or assistant professor. Assistant professor is also called lecturer. So there are no separate posts for the assistant professor or the lecturer. Assistant professors are only the lecturers. In some institute, assistant professor is the term used for them, and in some institute it is the lecturer. Next is the tutor or the clinical instructor. Nursing tutor or the CIs are the personals at the end, and Now we will talk about the duties and responsibilities of various nursing personnel. First we'll talk about the principal. Okay, principal College of Nursing is the administrative head of the College of Nursing, directly responsible to the director of the medical education, director of the health and the family welfare services, and responsible for the implementation of revision of curriculum for various courses and research activity of college and the College of Nursing. So first is the topmost personnel of the College of Nursing is the administrative persons. Mean he is involved in the administration and the management work, even for example admission related work, appointment of the new appointment of new nursing tutors or the lower post, thinking about the budget, implementation, even various programs she has to conduct, workshop, conferences, everything is under the control of the principal. Next is the role and functions of principal. Like the administrative had already told, implementation and the revision of the various curricular activities and research activities in the College of Nursing. Next, role and responsibilities like administration work, organizational, staff development and welfare program, do the coordination with the within the College of Nursing, do the supervision work. She is the highest topmost authority. Then instruction used to conduct the meetings, call the low professor, assistant professor, nursing tutor to come over the meeting, talk over the issues what they are facing, the kind of resolving how we can resolve that problems. All these are being done in that meeting. So instruction, provide the instruction, any kind of a change in the guidelines by the INC, any kind of implementation of new guidelines, new protocols. So the instruction are being provided by the principal to the welfare of the student in the College of the Nursing. Provide the guidance. So guidance, that's it. In administration, involved in the planning, developing the philosophy and the objective of the educational institute. If there is any kind of the institute, either it is the clinical one, hospital, or any educational institute or any university, it is mandatory to having the philosophy, the vision, the mission of that institute on which the institute is working. So she or he is getting involved in the formulation of the philosophy for the institute, objective why the institute is there, what is the vision of the institute, what are the mission of the institute. So she is involved in the formulation of these statements. Next is identifying present needs related to the educational program. So nurse will find out the what are the current means kind of any problem, what are the need to bring the changes. She has to keep the eye over everything and she has to identify these problems. Next is investigating, evaluating and securing the resources. So she has to find out everything, either it is the lab thing, ki is the labs are equipped or not, students are getting enough amount of the equipment for the revise, for the understanding to learn the skills, if the student are provided with the proper educational material like AV8, OPH ho gaya, PPT, sorry, uh, smart classes, blackboard, benches, everything to be kept in the mind by the principal. Formulating the plan of action, selecting and organizing the learning experience. Next is the organizational functions or roles, that is determining the number of vacant posts. So the nurse principal has to keep in mind ki there is the vacancy for the particular post, like if there are less number of tutors or assistant professor is not there at the place for a particular subject. So she has to keep all these things in mind, and she has to give the proceed for the advertisement. Not she will give the advertisement by herself, but she has to inform to the administration where they will go with the recruitment process. Next is job description, indicating the line of authority, delineating the responsibilities and the channels of communication. Delegating the authorities means providing the responsibility along with the authorities to the persons. Organizational framework will be formulated by the principal of the college. Next is the staff development and welfare activities, is like recommending the promotions, directing activities of the staff working under him or her, guiding and encouraging the staff or the teachers and the students even, consistently making the administrative decisions based on the established policies and conventions, orientation programs, opportunities for the staff development program and encouraging their contribution, promoting the staff participation in the research. Research is the most important part in the nursing. Coordination, may she has to cooperate with the administrative part, she has to cooperate with the educational part, she has to cooperate with the managerial part. Coordinating the regular meeting time schedules and effective communication, so that the particular information or the appropriate information to be passed to the lower authorities, to the higher authorities in the administration, for the welfare of the student. Ultimately, one goal is there for the welfare of the students, for the proper education of the student, for the proper skill development of the students. Next is supervisory role, ensuring the continuous follow up and the revision of the educational program, maintaining the comprehensive system of records, maintaining the recognition by various accrediting bodies like INC, university state nursing councils, preparing and securing the budget, preparing the periodic reports reports and issues of ongoing programs, presenting plan for continuing development. For example, continuing education program should be there, workshop should be there, conferences should be there. So she has to find out about the need. Instruction role are planning to participate in the further staff development program, participating as a teacher in the educational program. It's not like if she is principal or he is principal, they will not take the classes. No, they even can take the lecture of the student for the educational program, recognizing the need for continuing education for self and the staff development. Okay, any kind of new research has been done, new practices coming out, and to make the staff aware about that, so that they can teach the students newer techniques or the newer evidence based practices. So if she feel the need for that, so she can conduct the conferences, workshops, so that the staff and even she or he can learn about the new skills or new technique or the new practices in the nursing field. Next is guidance. In guidance, providing and maintaining a program for the recruitment, selection, promotion of the student. So told you, while it is the recruitment, selection and promotion of the students, she has to provide the guidance, encouraging the research studies and writing for publication. So it is like a counselor, being a parent, being someone, a mentor to be there. So in every college, what happens, there are the certain mentors. So every mentor was provided with certain number of the students, and to them he is as a parent to whom the students can explain their problems, can not even the academic problems, even the personal problem they can share with those mentor, and those mentor are there available for their guidance and the counseling, so that the emotional and the mental state of the person is to be maintained, and they can resolve their issues with the help of their mentors. So that is the even work of the principal. Next we will talk about the professor. So professor's duties and responsibilities are: he or she work under the departmental heads and assist or him or in the guidance of the student, identifies the need of the learners in the terms of the program by utilizing the records of the previous experiences, personal interviews, tests and observation, assist the learner in identification of their needs, participate in the formulation of implementation of the philosophies and the objective of the posting, select and organize the learning experiences, participate in evaluation of the curriculum, ascertain, select and organize the facilities, equipment and material necessary for the learning, assist the learner in the problem solving process, maintain and use the adequate and accurate records, prepares clear and concise reports, share information with the learner's needs and achievements with other concerned, measures the effectiveness of the instructions by use of appropriate devices teaching method appropriate to the objective and the concern, means finding out the availability of the teaching equipment, is it efficient or effective to provide the appropriate education to the students or not. Guidance and counseling give the guidance within own field of competence, help the learner to grow in the self understanding. In research, assist in initiating and participating in the studies for the improvement of the educational program, identifies the problems in which research is potentially indicated. Okay, so maximum the guides and the co-guides in the research during the BSc nursing final year students submission for the BSc nursing degree or MSc students, what it is to make these students motivate करना है to get participate in the research effectively. Next, to find out the various areas that is of a great importance now at the particular time, means nowadays if we are talking about it is the need of the time or it is the need of the year to do the maximum research over the COVID-19. So they used to motivate, they used to provide the area of the interest for the research purpose, make data available regarding the learners, the method of teaching and evaluation. So means they used to get into the nursing management wala process, even how we have to implement the teaching program, how we have to evaluate the student, either they are effectively getting the education, either they are getting promoted in their skills or not. So it is involved in their responsibilities. Continue to develop the competence in the problem solving process, utilizes the finding of the research, act as a guide for the postgraduate student for the research requirements. Now we will talk about the associate professor. The plan responsibilities performed by the associate professor are: plans, coordinates with other faculties in the department for the implementation of the curriculum, both theory and the clinical, supervise other faculties, maintain the anecdotal notes and about the faculty performance. Okay, anecdotal is what we have to assess the behavior of the person. So the associate professor are those who are keeping their eyes over the nursing tutors and they can formulate the anecdotal record. Okay, means for a certain period of a time when you are getting into a job, you are over the provisional period. So for that provisional period, if any kind of the behavior that is not being accepted by the institute and which is not according to the institute protocol or the guidelines, there is the formation of the anecdotal records. Like it's what in anecdotal records, it is name of the person, age of the person, post where he is posted, next the particular post like nursing officer, nursing tutor or the lecturer, and then it will be as a incident event key on this date the person has behaved like this. Complete report will be given in the written form that person had behaved in a particular situation particularly, and there is the warning. If there is the formation of the good anecdotal record, means the person is performing their responsibility properly. But if the anecdotal record includes any kind of misconduct done by the nursing tutor or the personnel or even the students, it is necessary for the MSc student to have the anecdotal record before collecting their degree. So if any kind of memo, okay, if it is like in the anecdotal record, if there is the 3 times in the behavior of the person that is not acceptable. He did something wrong thrice of the time, then they are provided with the memo, means kind of a warning that it was your last time you behaved in a particular way. If you did it the next time, either you will be resignate, you will make to resignate, either you will be detained, or you will be like uh, what's that called, suspended. All these things can be done if the anecdotal record is not effective or not supportive in the manner of institute. Next is the where we were preparing the monthly diet plan, maintains liaison with the hostel wardens. Okay, there is the coordination with the hostel warden of the associate professor, that is the additional responsibility. Plan and conduct the prescribed test as per MUHS criteria. Maintains the internal assessment records and make it available for scrutiny. Assign the lecturer clinical area for the supervision of the faculty. Maintain the relevant records like attendance and absenteeism. Arranges the medical examination prior to the admission and during the course of the case of sickness. Initiate the transport requisitions as per need of the students. Duties and responsibilities are incorporate innovative teaching learning activities, complete the all documentation, undertake the measures to reduce the cost without compromising on quality, establishes the learning objective and periodically assesses for the learned behavior of the student, prepare and or assist in the preparation of pre and the post testing material, develops appropriate teaching aids to impart quality education, teaches in the classroom, laboratories, and clinical areas. Keep the anecdotal records of the students' performance in the laboratory and the clinical area. Records performance in written examination. Act as a role model in the clinical practice and the classroom activities. Cooperate with the faculty, students, body, advisory boards in the program advancement. Participate in organizing extra co-curricular activities. Offers the guidance and counseling to the student and conduct the mentorship program. Told you there are the mentors who used to take a group of the student that are being assigned to him or her, and they are the like second parents or the guardians for those students and help them resolving their issues, the personal issues or related to the college or related to the studies. All they used to help them to resolve or solve. Next is participate as a member on the various educational administration committees of the institution. Participate in the activities of the professional associations. Participate in the various continuing educational program, in service educational program and the professional conferences or the workshops. Supervise nursing student in the classroom, laboratories and the clinical practice areas like in a hospital or in the community settings. Now we will talk about the lecturers. The lecturer work under the direction of the departmental head and assist him or her in the curriculum instructional and the teaching. Duties and responsibilities performed by the lecturer are participate in the curriculum development, evaluation and the curriculum revision. Identifies the need of the learner in the term of the program by utilizing the records of the previous experiences, personal interviews, test in the observation. Participate in the formulation and the implementation of the philosophies and the objective of the College of Nursing. Mean they help the principal in the formulation of the objective, goals, vision, mission, philosophy of the institution. Select and organize learning experiences which are in accordance with the objective. Collaborate with other faculty in course development. Participate in the university, professional and the community service activities. Plan with the educational unit with the nursing services and allied group. Ascertain selection and the organization facilities of the equipment and the material necessary for the learning of the students. assist the learner in using the problem solving process, increases the knowledge and the skill and curriculum, devices teaching method appropriate to the objective and the content, maintains and use the adequate and the accurate records, prepare clear and concise reports, measures the effectiveness of the instructions by use of the appropriate devices, act as a counselor for the staff, students services student services, student conducting research, participate and promote the student welfare activities, guide the student in conducting the seminar, discussion and the presentation, etc., assist in teaching and supervision in the clinical nursing courses for the undergraduate student, coordinate with the external lecturer for the various courses as assigned, assist in initiating and participating in the research study for the improvement of the educational programs, to act as a mentor to the colleagues and even to the students sometime in certain institute, not in all. Next is any other responsibility that is assigned by the principal and the vice principal, that will be in the additional responsibilities. Next is the tutor or the clinical instructor. So what are the responsibilities or duties that are being performed by the nursing tutor or the clinical instructor, that are CIs? He or she is the teacher in the nursing school for the or colleges, accountable to the principal and the vice principal. He or she is responsible for planning and the implementation of the teaching programs and assist in the journal administration. Academic functions. What are the academic functions performed by the nursing tutor are planning of the teaching curriculum, overall supervision of the clinical teaching program of those subjects which come under the hospital and community health settings, maintain the classroom equipment, supplies and teaching aids, conduct tests and evaluate the students' performance, prepare the teaching material and implements them under guidance of other teachers, help students with their extracurricular activities. Next is the administration and evaluation. Assisting in the administration of the school of the nursing, supervising the students' health, welfare, security, assisting in the examinations and tests, supervising the living conditions in the hostel, assisting teaching and other categories of the personnel in the hospital or the community, assist in the procurement of the school supplies and the equipment, assist in the library work, assist in maintaining the school records and registers. So today we had studied about the role and responsibilities of the nursing personnel who are working in the community area. So in community area there are two personnels that are of a great importance, that are the auxiliary nurse, midwife, that is ANM, and the community health nurse. We had studied about the role and responsibility toward the health development or health promotion of the community people. Then we studied about the complete organizational chart of the College of Nursing, when it start with the principal, vice principal, followed by the associates, then assistant, then the lecturer, and then the CIs or the nursing tutors. Then we had studied about the various role and responsibilities in certain areas, like in the supervision, in the administration, in the guidance, in the teaching, in the training program. We studied their responsibilities in an institution. So here I am concluding about the topic. Nursing is an art and a profession. There is a scientific basis for the work done for any procedure. Nurses are not only limited to the hospital, there is a lot of scope in nursing. The hospital, educational institute, and the community areas are the integral part of the nursing services for the welfare of the society. For every nursing personnel, there are some assigned duties and responsibilities, and these are written documents which ultimately describe what is to be done to fulfill the job responsibilities. So here we are done with the job responsibilities of the nursing personnels. These are the bibliographies, references from where the topic is included, all the content. So that's all for today's topic. Have a nice day. Thank you.